Hey everybody, it's the Nitty Professor, and today I thought I would give you an update on my efforts to break in my latest Bootquisitions. Let's start with the least broken in of the three. These are my Red Wing 2937s, the Lineman boots, and I'm just going to admit right away, so far I've had these babies on once. Sorry about the paper rustling. So yes, these are in the Hawthorne Muleskinner leather, and I love these boots. I'm very fond of them. You can tell that I did subject them to a bit of rain, which I was happy to do because you know me, I like patina. In any case, yes, I need to put some more time in on these boots. I was getting a lot of rubbing up here at the top. I struggle a little bit with this sort of lining around the edge of the ankle, and I didn't want to get blisters. So I haven't worn them since, but I will. I think I'm gonna, honestly, the foot portion of the boot I think is gonna be snap. I didn't have any problems with those. I love the sole, it's beautiful. But it's just this top part around here, that's where I was really struggling. So anyhow, let's go to the other pair of Red Wings, because I have a similar issue. Now, so these are the Alpine leather in the classic mocks, and I like to include the number. You aficionados really appreciate that too. 8828. 8828, that's the model. I love this leather. It's a little dusty now because I have worn these a few times. You can tell from the tongue that they've gotten some wrinkles. So I am putting in some time. Love this Christy sole. Love, love, love this Christy sole. I think once I do get these boots broken in, they are going to be a fabulous addition to my rotation. Again, in the foot area, no problem. Have a little bit of rubbing going on here. I always experience that with the Red Wing boots. There's a lot of stitching going on here, a little bit more to break in, but I frankly was kind of fearful of the stitching around the mock toe. I was like, how's that going to be to break in? It's like a lot of stuff going on there, but they're so roomy that it's just not an issue. And thanks to this, well, I'm calling it a Christy sole. Let's be honest. This is the traction tread sole from Red Wing. So my apologies. It's very similar though. The traction tread sole from Red Wing, it's very similar to the Christy, has the same kind of like softness, the bounce. It's not hard at all to like move your feet and all that kind of thing. But again, I really am having struggles up here with this area going around the ankle. It wants to give me a blister on this side, a blister on this side. And one of you kindly said, don't use the top eyelets. So I tried that and it actually was helpful. So thank you. However, I still have the same problem. So don't shoot me. The next thing I'm going to do with these boots is I'm going to do exactly what I did with the blacksmiths. I am getting rid of this black protective, whatever it is. I've heard it was goat skin. I don't know. There's some kind of a white lining in there. I'm not sure if I can show it to you so you can see it, but yeah, I think you can see. There's some kind of a lining in there with whatever leather that is. So there are multiple layers, and there's the stitching, and it doesn't give, and it's like this kind of hard roll going around. So if you are tough enough to break that sucker in, yay you, congratulations. For me, I'm getting rid of it. So again, I did that on my blacksmiths. There were no further ill effects to the boots as a result of that amputation of this sacred part of the boot. So I'm just going to cut that off and see what happens. I got these on sale anyhow, right? So, other than that, I love them. And I think once I solve the problem of the ankle trying to give me blisters, we'll be good to go. So then the third pair of boots that I recently acquired is this pair of Rancourts, the Harrison boot Redux in the khaki Orion leather. So, and those of you who've been with me for a while, you've already seen me make this claim. This is the true Christy sole. Sorry, Red Wing, don't mean to offend you by calling you a Byram soul. These are also a mock toe, so now I actually have 2 pairs of mock toe boots. I'm not mock toe deprived like I used to be around Christmas time. These boots are a snap to break in. Look, there's no rolled edge around these babies. I just love that. It's so supple up here, and this leather is a dream. It's very supple and very tough at the same time. How do they do that? I don't know. So, 0 problems with breaking these in. And, you know, this leads me to discussion, the whole issue of breaking boots in. So, like, how should we go about that? And I would recommend, I would welcome your suggestions. So, with a boot like this, even though I'm claiming it's, you know, it's going to be very break-inable, right? It's still a lot of work to break boots in. So, you don't want to hurt yourself, right? You don't want to get blisters. You don't want to like worsen your bunions or bruise the side of your feet, right? So have to do this a few hours at a time. And then the next day, I'm like, I'm not going to wear those boots. When I'm going to wear the boots, I don't know what I'm going to wear next. Maybe after 2 days, after 4 days, after a week, I don't know. Today, I was giving my feet a break. I put on my Truman Viola horse rumps, and oh my God, I was like, thank God I have these boots that are broken in, because they're just perfectly comfortable. I can wear these boots all day. I can wear these boots 10, maybe even 12 hours, 0 problem. And you can always adjust the laces, right? My feet start to swell or something, no problem. So I put these on, and it was just like such a relief to have these to turn to. So I would be interested not only in your suggestions, but also maybe your like horror stories of breaking in boots. The last thing I wanted to do is hurt myself. I'm getting too old for that. And then you may not be able to wear any boot, right? You may be stuck wearing, I don't know, Birkenstocks or something terrible like that. So, sorry if you love Birkenstocks. Just playing. But in any case, yeah, you know, I don't want breaking these in to be torture. I want to succeed. And I also want to do it right. Plus, you're supposed to give your boots a break between wears. You know, it's smart to have at least a couple pairs that... I have way more than a couple. But in any case, to have a couple pairs so you can rotate them, so you know, wear one pair one day, a different pair the next day, and just kind of alternate like that. It's good for the leather, it's good for the boots. But yeah, share your tips and share your horror stories. It'd be interesting to learn more about like what you recommend, what you don't recommend. And as I make progress with these boots, I will keep you apprised. Hope y'all have had a really great weekend. And as one of my subscribers likes to say, I think it's a wonderful line, I will just pass this along to you as your week unfolds. Many happy steps. Take care. Bye.